Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Sends it downfield. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The quick out. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Like, literally play outside leverage. And these niggas like, nah, that shit doesn't fucking
And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looking for a push on 4th down. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. Eddie, it's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Northwestern will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Western offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Peppers.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And some room to work. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man.
Turning it on. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes ahead. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Gives it on the option. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
To the ground with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off. Oh, he's got some space. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll go to the counter play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
It is some funky ass plays in this playbook that I'm gonna fuck up so much, bruh.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Selvia. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to...
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the ground, it's Peppers. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off.
Hey, don't let me jump. That's cool.
Trying to take it back.
I didn't want to jump for the ball. I said this was going to be one of those games, bruh. Like, nigga don't jump for the ball, bro. It's a 2-yard drag route, dog.
Not only do you get the interception, but you completely
like, what the fuck he had? Guess that's my fault for throwing it, I guess.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the single back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ritter should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
There he goes. They finally get him on the
He can run the ball, he just can't finish the drive, bruh.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Oh my God, bro. What are we doing, dog?
Get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just
Like, what are we doing?
That was a really good example.
He fixed it after the
They're
half.
going to score more points in the second half. They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long.
I don't ask for shit, bro. Just fix that dumb shit now.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the low back.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, Bigsby.
As a defender, you dream about those
Fucking thank you, Bigsby. Can we please finish a drive, dog?
Just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake.
Why are you jumping?
This is some physical pass defense.
Like, please, what are we fucking doing?
Way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. It's a fumble.
They wouldn't let me slide, bro.
He's headed the other way.
They wouldn't let me fucking slide.
I guess in this case, the scramble give it, and the scramble take it
They wouldn't let me fucking slide, bro.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as
guess
they
X doesn't tackle anymore.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get a 1st down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Wide open downfield. Now, well,
I don't understand the logic of defense playing the
gets him a 1st at the 29. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out.
What is the point of playing for the sticks, bro? What is the fucking point?
Extended a little further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
Oh, my God. How many times? Oh, my God. Yeah, we lost this game, bro. He's going to chalk this shit up.
The other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, Nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence,
God
that
damn,
you are going
son.
to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Like, holy shit. Pains of a new offense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws for the tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Pains of a new offense, bro. I got to learn these plays ASAP.
Back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab down the left side.
Why is my corner in a deep blue zone following a fucking drag route, bruh? Please make it make fucking sense.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Oh my God, I wish everybody team did dumb shit like that, bruh. Deep blue zone, and he followed the fucking in route. Like, for what? What? Like, what was the purpose of following the in route? It didn't even make fucking sense.
Down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Tucker. Touchdown, Northwestern! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. torched this defense with an explosive passing play over the score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
Get the ball!
And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. I'll tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Pocket breaking down.
This nigga got an insane speed burst, bro.
Picking up the 1st down, they have it at the 36.
How the quarterback get a speed burst? Holy shit.
Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Got his man to the left. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight ends. On target to the left. Touchdown!
I wish my team got this kind of separation
and the
done.
punishment has been extended.
And the 2nd half looking a lot like the 1st half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 18 over Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in at Selvia.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Turning it on! Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He turns that
come the
right side. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could.
A linebacker running stride for stride with a fucking 93 speed wide receiver. But my 88 speed fucking
leaves it with the running back.
My 88 speed goddamn linebacker can't keep up with this slow ass tight end, bruh. Like, come on, dog. Like, I know this shit was gonna be ugly when I fumbled on some dumb shit. But this is ridiculous, bro.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical.
This is ridiculous, dog. Y'all just making it way too obvious,
his
bro.
ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he
like, holy shit, bro.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success.
This is what a 99 defense does, though.
At least the defense got a rep.
You know, maybe God this damn, son.
Spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find...
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Irish!
The way the whole defense would have came in if that was me.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy.
What a fucking game,
and he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Northwestern, 11.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got a man. It's Selvia. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. No matter how many times they tell you
Two
to
fucking
avoid, it is
fumbles.
tough to defend a perfectly executed
In the
screen.
red zone.
Yeah, because
I
I'm
think
trying
one
to
of
go
them
get
was
the
in red
quarterback,
zone.
and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. But the defense
Offense
just
ain't
has to
been the problem.
recognize
We
that a little
can
bit
basically
sooner.
did whatever we fucking wanted
They'll run
today.
it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation,
why is he
fourth down,
spit? Like, it's just been dumb animations all day, bruh. It was absolutely no need for a spin, bruh.
Get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give to the back.
I mean, there was absolutely no need for him to spin there, bruh.
I kind of like how the running back
Yeah,
just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? Third down, kind of manageable situation. Not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw, and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that. Stuffs them on the third down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He uncorks one deep. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Northwestern!
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Powers forward. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give on the option. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time. pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Selvia. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Northwestern wants to go quickly. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Hauls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I gotta has these, dog.
It's awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the 1st down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. The Irish send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Northwestern right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing
boy.
dimes, so
Fucking rough week one, dog.
Make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.